Antonio Brown signed off the street, is back to return it. It's the Chargers and the Redskins from the 10. This is Brown out of West Virginia. They've got Clinton Portis in the backfield, and the end around goes to Santana Moss with the beat on him. That is Robert Royal, the tight end, in motion. And this is Clinton Portis, who is brought down by Drayton Florence.
Most passing situations like this.
Fletcher is the 5th defensive back. Wilhelm is the nickel linebacker. It's 3rd and 11. They need the 39. Here is Brunell, who had an extra receiver out there. Cleveland Brown punter Derek Frost in his 2nd season will boot it away. And Eric Parker is back for the San Diego Chargers at the 28. Parker played at Tennessee, and Kerry Campbell brings him down, the now #1 special teams guy. Kasim Osgood is a 3rd receiver for Drew Brees, who throws outside from McCardle, who is knocked out of bounds by Walt Harris, and that's a 1st down to the 49-yard line. Their 2nd play after the Redskins punt on the game-opening possession. This is LaDainian Tomlinson. Tomlinson again.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 56, defense, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Brees, good block by Jordan, the left tackle, and it's outside to the running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. Brees again with good time. That's dropped by Neal. Prelo remains the 5th defensive back for the Redskins. Brees, this is LaDainian Tomlinson, who wants to throw the ball, and he looks for his quarterback, Brees, who's covered by the linebacker, Washington, who defends it well. Nate Cady, he is a 2nd-year kicker. A 42-yard try awaits him, and it is no good. 1st and 10, 32-yard line. Foley got back in time. Clinton Portis out of the University of Miami. No changes, 34-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Mark Brunell to Clinton Portis, hit by Olshansky again, then drilled on the play by Randall Godfrey. And this is Brunell. And that is caught by Santana Moss, who is then hit by Drayton Florence. Did his forward progress get him the 1st down?
He fumbled the ball.
Yeah, Chargers say there was a fumble. Not good for Washington.
They give us too much.
This is Eric Parker, undrafted out of Tennessee, inside the 25. Dancing his way, then he's brought down on the play by Rock Cartwright out of Kansas State. The 3rd receiver. Here comes Washington.
Good idea. In fact, you should have let it go on the pump.
21-yard line. It's LaDainian Tomlinson, and there's Cedric Killings, 3rd and 19. Prelo is the 5th defensive back. Here they come again. Clark and Washington.
Can't get Pearson Prelo.
It's a loss of 9. And back there is Cyphers in his own end zone, and deep back is Antonio Brown, the former Canadian Football League player who got it at the 45 after 3 plays. This is the 3rd possession for the Redskins. It's Portis on 1st and 10, 2nd down and 12 at the 45. Good block by Jansen for the left-handed throwing Brunell, who pumps it and then throws on the fly, and he's got Santana Moss. Tight end Robert Royal in motion. Handoff on 1st and 10 to Clinton Portis, the former Rookie of the Year. 2nd down 5, 22-yard line. Taylor Jacobs takes the place of one of the tight ends. This is Portis again. 3rd down and 3. That's Cooley in motion, the H-back atop your screen from the 20-yard line. And Brunell. Here comes Olshansky. And there goes Mark Brunell, and he fires a pass, which Portis drops. 38-yard field goal try by ex-Jet John Hall. 3rd year with the Redskins. And while Kading, his counterpart, missed, Chargers have missed a field goal, punted the last time they had it. This is their 3rd possession. And the Senior Bowl MVP, a rookie from Kansas State, Darren Sproles. It's a 4-3-4 defense for the Redskins. That's McCardle in motion from the 28. It's 1st and 10. Brees to Tomlinson. Neal with the block. Oh, and a fumble on the play. I think Tomlinson vacuumed it in. He did at the 31-yard line. He can whack indeed. 31-yard line. There's a pass dropped by Antonio Gates. Gates in the backfield with Tomlinson. Olivier with the block and Brees with the toss. And it's caught on the play by the very elusive wide receiver. Riche Caldwell's now the 2nd receiver with McCardell, who gets the pass on the side on that 1st and 10 throw. Tomlinson out of TCU. Good block by Jordan. He scampers outside. He broke a tackle of Walt Harris. There's a pass caught by McCardle, then he was drilled by Lamar Marshall. Breeze. Well, here's Arrington right in his face, and the throw caught by Gates, who is drilled by Taylor. 6 in the secondary with Prelo and Rogers coming in for the Redskins. Griffin is on the defensive line. Pocket crumbling around Breeze. The throw is incomplete.
8 guys and saying, I'm going to put more pressure on Breeze than he can handle.
Mike Cyphers out of Western Illinois will punt to Antonio Brown, who's out of West Virginia. Fair caught, 10-yard line. It's a 1st and 10, and this is the 4th possession for the Redskins, who kicked the field goal the last time they had it. That's Santana Moss. Clinton Portis. He was traded for Champ Bailey. Make it the 22 for Mark Brunell out of the University of Washington. And a Portis handoff and a tackle made by Jamal Williams. Redskins, who began with 2 punts, got a 38-yard field goal the last time. Here's Brunell outside to Robert Royal out of LSU, who's hit by Jammer. Ferris is another receiver for Mark Brunell. And that is a pass outside, which is caught by Moss.
So far, it's been stuff you'd love to show a young football player.
The undrafted Frost will punt away. And Eric Parker grabs the ball at the 27-yard line, and he'll fly upfield, and he is brought down on the play for the second-place Chargers at 6-4 against the 5-up and 5-down Washington Redskins. Breeze to LaDainian Tomlinson, the Doak Walker Award winner as the best college running back. On the line, Evans, Killings, Salavea, and Daniels. 2nd and 7 pass. This is caught by the wide receiver Eric Kramer. First-round pick Rogers has taken the place of Harris in the secondary. It's 1st and 10. And this is the dancing LaDainian Tomlinson. Officially 37-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Drew Brees, who played at Purdue, throws downfield, caught by McCardle. Shea Caldwell has taken the place of Parker as a receiver. 24 of the Redskins, 1st and 10. And Brees hit as he throws. And looking for the aforementioned Caldwell. No added secondary players from the Redskin 24. Here comes Arrington, good block by LT, and a pass outside caught by McCardle. Griffin is back on the defensive line for the Redskins. Parker is in as a receiver, and in the end around with the block from Breeze and Hardwick. It's a run to the 1-yard line. The semi as good as the extra receiver, LaDainian Tomlinson. And trying to carve his way in, did not get through.
Initially stopped, but watch his feet. Watch LaDainian Tomlinson. He gets into a pile. The feet never stop. See, that's his backside right there. He's on a pile. He's going. He's not down. He's not down. He's in.
Good looking drive that began at their 43. Here's the Kading extra point. 7-3 San Diego on the ensuing kickoff. Antonio Brown from the 16-yard line hit and brought down by Stephen Cooper. From the 31, Redskins have it after the kickoff. 1st and 10, the fake to Portis. Here goes Brunell outside and dropped by Robert Royal. 2nd down and 10. It's Sean Taylor in as a wide receiver, but they give it off to Portis, who takes it to the 32, and it's a gain of 2 on the play. Fletcher is in as a 5th defensive back. Wilhelm is an extra linebacker, 3rd and 8. And here is Brunell looking downfield, and he's got his receiver. 1st and 10. And Brunell outside looking for Chris Cooley.
A circus catch. He is the second option, and he catches the ball.
At the 33-yard line at San Diego, Clinton Portis, a Pro Bowler in 03, moves the pile, including Jamal Williams. Brunell. This is Chris Cooley out of Utah State. Godfrey makes the stop. One receiver is Moss. Portis with the block, providing time for Brunell. That's caught by Moss. What a play! Corkscrews in for the touchdown.
Hit his plant step, do everything a quarterback loves to do, and delivers the ball in the perfect spot. And then Santana Moss does a nice imitation of a pinball.
So a couple lead changes in this early first half, and
in his rhythmic and his bouncy as we've seen the Redskins today.
Here's a kickoff by Hall. And the rookie from Kansas State, Sproles, 15-yard line. He takes it right there, and Sean Taylor can't bring him down. And Breeze outside to the Pro Bowler from a season ago, Antonio Gates, who is brought down by Carlos Rogers about the 36-yard line. LaDainian Tomlinson. And Rogers pushes him out of bounds. Wynn, Killings, Griffin, and Daniels, the 4 defensive linemen for the Redskins, 1st and 10. And outside the pass caught by Parker, hit by Rogers. San Diego's 5th possession. They punted twice, missed a field goal, and got a Tomlinson 1-yard touchdown run. LT here. Kasim Osgood is the 3rd receiver. Batted down.
His hands up. You know he's going to be out fast. Get him up and block it. And that's exactly what Griffin does right there, number 96.
And deep back, Antonio Brown. Made the team out of camp, fumbled week 1. They cut him. He's been sitting at home since then, and it's a fair catch at about the 22-yard line.
Well, as soon as Brunell got other receivers besides Moss involved in his offense, it started clicking.
1st and 10. Here comes Randy Thomas with the block. Jacques Césaire and DeQuincy Scott on that defensive line. On the 2nd and 2, it's a Portis handoff. Castillo and Olshansky have come back on the defensive line. Scott and Césaire taken out. 1st and 10. Here is Brunell. And he's got his tight end, the reserve, Robert Johnson.
Giving Johnson a chance.
Terrence Keel made that stop. Here's a 1st and 10. Portis handoff. Ferris is the 3rd receiver. Cooper has taken the place of Godfrey down the defense. 2nd down and 6. And a tackle. Rock Cartwright is in the backfield. And Brunell looking for Cooley. This is the 4th punt in 6 Redskin possessions. Deep back is Eric Parker. And it's fair caught on the fly. Drew Brees, all-time leading passer in Big Ten history. Lorenzo Neal tripped up by Carlos Rogers.
Getting points at the end of the 1st half, which I think is always a critical time of the game.
Killings taking the place of Griffin on the defensive line. 2nd down and 6. Here's a pass which is dropped by LaDainian Tomlinson. Prelo and Harris now 6 in the Redskins secondary. 3rd and 6, and it goes outside. LaDainian Tomlinson with the foot race, and Harris right there trips him up.
Don't stop attacking now if you're the Redskins defense. Keep after him.
And here comes Clemens. They blow that play dead in mid-motion. Some movement, and it's on the San Diego Chargers.
False start, number 81, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
39-yard line. Breeze over the head of Kasim Osgood. 4 receivers, including Gates, 39-yard line. Here's Tomlinson. Chargers have a timeout. They've also got it 3rd and 5 from the 49. Breeze, incomplete. Bidwell of Tampa Bay has more. See what kind of hang time he's got here. Brown is deep back, and he'll let this bounce. And look at the great English on the ball, dying inside the 5. And that's what he does. Cartwright is back there with Cooley. And Brunell goes to a knee. Sproles, who set virtually every school record at Kansas State from the 8-yard line. And he's got a lead blocker. That's the fullback, Michael Turner, and he gets turned up by the guy that kicked off. 1st play, 2nd half. LaDainian Tomlinson. Killings continues to take the place of Griffin on the line. 2nd down and 4. Quarterback keeper by Drew Brees, and he's to the 35, picking up 2 and gets the 1st down. Carlos Rogers continues to replace Harris at the corner. 35, 1st and 10. 1st series of the 2nd half. Brees incomplete from McCardell, and a flag is thrown.
Illegal contact, number 21, defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
They've got Eric Parker down at the bottom of your screen. It's a 1st down, 30-yard line, and LaDainian Tomlinson tripped up by Salavea. Parker and McCardell are the 2 receivers. Good block by Olivier. There's the pass caught by Keenan McCardell. 4-3-4 Washington defense, and here comes Brees. Who's hit and brought down by Philip Daniels. There's a fumble on the play, but Brees holds on to it. I don't think Daniels knew it was loose. And they're going to try for 3.
There's knocking a quarterback to the ground, and there is aggressively putting him to the ground. Watch this. Yak.
Skating with a 46-yard field goal try. And he missed the first one, and he misses this one. And with 2 tight ends, it's 1st and 10, and this is Clinton Portis. Flag is thrown.
Fouls on the play. Holding number 77, offense. That penalty is declined. Holding number 61, offense. That penalty is accepted. 10 yards, still 1st down.
Ferris is the third receiver. Cooper is in for Gottfried in the linebacking core. 1st and 20 from the 26. Clinton Portis. Clayton Florence knocks him out of bounds. Still 4 in the secondary for the Chargers. Former Rose Bowl MVP Mark Brunell tosses it out for Chris Cooley. There's a block on the play by Dockery, and a tackle is by Merriman.
Leading the league and getting after the quarterback is going to get a great opportunity here.
Fletcher is the 5th defensive back. 3rd and 11 for Brunell. That is dropped on the side. Skins to punt for the 5th time in 7 possessions. Frost sends it to Parker at the 22-yard line. And the Tennessee Volunteer is brought down by Pearson Prelo. Well, the first time the Chargers had it, they missed a field goal in the second half. Here's a 1st and 10 for Breeze. That is intercepted by LeVar Arrington, then dropped. Was it a pick?
The defender was going to the ground and did not maintain control of the ball upon going to the ground. It is an incomplete pass. It is 2nd and 10 on the 24-yard line.
Reshae Caldwell's out there with McCardell as receivers. Here comes Breeze. It was tipped, and on the ricochet, it's hauled in by Tomlinson. Breeze, great time. Tomlinson can't hold on.
The Steelers have the Colts tomorrow night.
How about that game? Antonio Brown is back, and Cyphers lets it go. Brown with the fair catch. 2 tight ends in. Clinton Portis drilled by Castillo. Starters are out there for the defense of the Chargers, the offense of the Redskins. 2nd down and 9. Brunell and has to eat the ball. Steve Foley came in there.
Because he's being blocked pretty good by Chris Samuels. Still blocked, still blocked. Then he comes off late.
3rd and 12. Hart and Fletcher, the 2 extra defensive backs. Ferris is the 3rd receiver. A 3rd and 12 pass caught. Santana Moss against the grain, chased by Gottfried and brought down by Randall Gottfried, the ex-Cowboy. Clinton Portis. Got by Merriman. Still 4 in the secondary for San Diego on the 2nd and 8. And there's the pass, and it's caught by Santana Moss, the former Big East Player of the Year. Now the Redskins have gone to 2 tight ends. 7th play of the drive. 36 at San Diego. 1st and 10. Cartwright remains in the backfield. Here's Brunell, chased by Merriman, and wisely throws it away. Portis is back in, the 3rd receiver. 2nd down and 10. Outside to Clinton Portis with some good blocking ahead, and look at him wait patiently for his blocks, including that of Robert Royal, the tight end. Former Jacksonville Jaguar quarterback, hands off. Cartwright, what a hole! And what a touchdown!
This is about the left side. Dockery and inside Raybach and Rock Cartwright.
Here's the extra point by John Hall. Redskins have their biggest lead. It's 1 touchdown today and 2 missed field goals by San Diego. 2-yard line, this is Sproles. There's a block by Pinnock. Gates only has 1 catch and a 1st and 10 pitch. And Drew Brees, incomplete from McCardell. 2 defensive backs, numbering 6. 3rd down and 7.
False start, number 75. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Peel stays the 2nd tight end. 3rd down and 12. Breeze is hit as he throws, and it is caught. Back to 4 in the secondary for the Redskins from the 40. 1st and 10. LaDainian Tomlinson finds the gap, and there he goes into the secondary and pulled down. 1st and 10. 41-yard line. And it's LT again, and again they stop the play.
False start. Offense. Number 79. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
That is dropped by Gates. They need the 31. 4 in the secondary for the Redskins. LaDainian Tomlinson. It's 3rd and 14. Breeze throws. Parker may have gotten it, and he did in front of Rodgers, and a 1st down. They began at their own 24 on this drive. LaDainian Tomlinson, a block by Neal, and a tackle inside. 2nd down and 9, 29-yard line. Blocked by LT. There's the throw by Breeze, and it's another drop, and Gates can't find the handle. Vincent Jackson is the 3rd receiver, and it is 3rd and 9. And Breeze looking for the rookie, and it is intercepted. and then dropped. Kading 0 of 2. And he drills it just barely. Kading's ensuing kickoff after he just said missed a couple earlier in the game. Antonio Brown takes it from the 12. Oh, and he's hit hard. Went up with 2 tight ends and a Portis run on 1st and 10. He gets by Daniels. He knocked him off his horse a little bit and he slips down. 2nd down and 7. Clinton Portis. And he is brought down. Wilhelm now in the linebacking core. New additions for San Diego. 3rd and 5. There's Brunell, dropped by the tight end Robert Royal. This will be the 6th punt in 9 Washington possessions today. This is Eric Parker. Flag is down. He gets it at the 31. He's brought down. Nice play by Chris Clement.
Holding number 20. Offense. 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 4th down.
See what kind of hang time we got here on Frost. Parker is back and fair caught at the 39, and there's a flag. And off
During
the street.
Kick, illegal block in the back, number 23, receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It'll be 1st down, timeout.
This is San Diego's 4th second-half possession. They've missed a field goal. They've made a field goal, and they've punted from the 31st and 10. And this is LaDainian Tomlinson. Boschetti remains on the defensive line for the Redskins. Look at LT go. There was a block by Vincent Jackson, and he's off to the races. Griffin is back on the defensive line. Boschetti is out. Breeze looking deep and going for McCardell. That is intercepted. It's picked off by the 1st-round pick, Carlos Rogers.
11 games since a Redskin cornerback had intercepted a pass. Carlos Rogers gets it, then he turns into a returner, which he did in college.
Starters out there defensively for San Diego. Clinton Portis. No changes defensively from the 15-yard line. Mark Brunell hands off to Portis. Still 4 in the secondary for San Diego. Brunell pitches a couple times and just throws it away. Though they do stop the Chargers from going, and here's the Frost punt, very short. Parker with the fair catch at the 45. Breeze, that was tipped and incomplete. They were looking for Parker. The coverage was by Springs. Starters are out there offensively for San Diego. 2nd down and 10. LaDainian Tomlinson. No place to run, no place to hide. Chris Clemens is in there on the defensive line for Washington. Blocked by Leander Jordan. Time for Breeze. Off to Parker.
They need all of them.
Cyphers to punt at the David Binn snap. Put a knuckleball spin on this. It will be fair caught, 15-yard line.
Take time off this clock.
Portis 1st and 10. Hit by Godfrey. Starting defense is out there for San Diego. 2nd down 4 from the 22. Clinton Portis again. 2 of 10 on 3rd downs today for the Washington Redskins from the 26. The pitch out to Portis. 26-yard line. The Robach snap to Brunell. He fakes it off to Portis. And on the fly, another drop. Happiness of San Diego. Here's Brunell. Caught by Taylor Jacobs. One-time 2nd-round pick out of Florida. And Santana Moss has got a touchdown pass in his pocket today. Clinton Portis. 2nd down and 6. Ball's at the 41. You see the play clock as we approach 5 to play in the 4th quarter. Clinton Portis has come in on the defensive line.
Got some confusion from the San Diego defense also, Kevin.
3rd down and 6. After the timeout, the dump off, and it's over the head of Portis, who chases it to the sideline because he thought it was a lateral. Exactly.
That's part of being a pro and not just somebody that kind of cashes a check.
Derek Frost to punt. They're setting up a return. Eric Parker is under it. Fair caught, 33-yard line. Breeze. That is caught by Parker. Flag is down.
Don't forget the 6 points they would have had in that with those field goals that were missed. They should be driving for the lead.
Vincent Jackson is the 3rd receiver, the rookie, and here goes Tomlinson tripping on the turf.
Offside, number 58, defense. 5-yard penalty. It's still 1st down.
4 down linemen. Tomlinson. And the pass looking for Parker. Incomplete coverage by the rookie Rogers. There's a flag at the 15.
Illegal contact, number 22, defense. 5-yard penalty, First down.
With his second touchdown run today.
Great runner, taking advantage of average blocking and average defense.
Extra point. The hold by Cyphers, the kick by Kading. We're tied at 17. And two recently signed players are back to get it. This will be Antonio Brown from the 15 for the Redskins. From the 27, 1st and 10. Clinton Portis hit by Igor Olshansky and by Merriman and Godfrey and brought down. Chargers have scored 10 unanswered points. 2nd down and 7. Outside it goes. Taylor Jacobs out of Florida with the catch. Pitcher comes in as a 5th defensive back. 3rd down and 5. Mark Brunell with the pocket crumbling, and he got a great block on the play from Portis. And here goes Brunell, shoved out of bounds. Losing 2 fourth-quarter leads to the Buccaneers and to the Raiders last week. The punt by Frost. And Parker at the 29. Dodges one defender, then he is whacked by Kerry Campbell, and no return on a 39-yard punt. The pitch out to LaDainian Tomlinson. He got a block from his receiver on the side, Parker. And Tomlinson following a kneel block. Drew Brees, here comes Ronaldo Wynn. He dumps it off to Tomlinson, who gets by Arrington and gets by Rogers and gets a great block and runs out of bounds. That last block by Parker.
Tripping, number 75, offense. 10-yard penalty. It's still first down.
They need the 50. Brees throws, almost picked off. Drew Brees, and is tapped up, ricocheted, intercepted by Sean Springs.
Stayed aggressive, A, in attacking Brees, and B, in getting their hands up. They've knocked him into the air numerous times.
For Mark Brunell, the handoff to Clinton Portis, who fumbled twice last week from the 25. Portis again.
Holding, number 61, offense. 10-yard penalty, still second down.
There are 2 tight ends, and this is Portis, who is hit by Merriman. The 3rd and final by San Diego, 3rd and 14 at the 35. Brunell is being chased by Foley and throws it incomplete.
After it.
The snap from Ethan Albright. The hold by Frost. Is it long enough? No, it is not.
No timeouts for the Chargers.
Here comes Brees. Hit by Daniels outside to LT, and Tomlinson hurdles the tackle. 2nd down and 5 from the 48, and throwing into that dime defense. Here comes Brees. Outside again to Tomlinson. Tomlinson in the backfield, 3rd and 1, 48 of Washington. No timeouts for Brees. And that is to Gates, and it is caught.
Spike it.
Grabbed it at the 39, a pickup of 9. He does spike it, and the clock at 6 seconds. Brees will throw it away. There goes the flag. Yep, motion. Boy, that is costly.
False start, number 85, offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Out of time, Brees is taking. Winding up and going deep into the end zone, and it is deflected and intercepted. And overtime is underway. From the 13-yard line, Sproles. 4 in the secondary for the Redskins. Brees. Antonio Gates chased by Arrington, and then
a little bump. Watch him block a little bit on Ronaldo Wynn. That gets a little of the attention off him, and honestly, they underestimated his speed.
84 yards on the ground by Tomlinson, 3 touchdown runs, but this wins the game as the Redskins, Randy, for the 3rd consecutive week.